I'm Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building a family home, and this is built on a 40 by 30. Yeah, I still had it on a 40 by 30 by the end of the video because I moved it to Brindleton in just a little bit. I started building it in Willow Creek, as you can see right here. This is actually one of my favorite lots to build on, so just in case you were wondering, I think this is either the lot that the standard, what's it called, the default Goth's house is on, or it's the lot next to it. I don't remember where their house is because I haven't actually seen like a default save file for, I don't even know, like a year maybe or something, so I have no idea. I have no idea where the Goth's house is, but it's in this area, and this is on one of the 40 by 30s in this area. The lot is just really nice on the house when you're building on this lot, so that's why I like to build on it. But anyways, so yeah, we're building this house, and I actually started building this house back in May, believe it or not, and I returned to it at some point in June, and then I just kind of postponed it again. I don't know why, because I actually like it. The house shape is a bit, like, there's a bit much going on, but I think it works. In my opinion, at least, it does work. But yeah, I don't know why I just kept postponing it. It's been a work in progress for a very long time, but hopefully you guys will like it because it's finally up on the channel. So yeah, I decided to just finish it the other day so that you guys get to see it. I think I also posted a picture of it on the Discord server to ask if this was the kind of house you wanted to see on the channel, or if you didn't want to see it, and the majority of the people on the channel, or everyone I said they wanted to see it, or the server I should say, said they wanted to see the house. So that is why I decided to completely finish it and turn it into a video. So yeah, I hope you guys like it though. So I don't remember how many Sims it's for, because it's been, like I said, it's been a work in progress for a while. And I've built both a tiny house since I built this house, or since I finished this house. I've also built an apartment, and I think I also finished the messiest family house that I did, or family home, that I released earlier this week as well after finishing this house. So I don't fully remember, to be honest. The floor plan is a little lost on me by now, but I'm just gonna open my picture over here on my other monitor. So they got room for, or it has room for 2 parents, 1 teen, and also a kid. So it's actually for a fairly small family, a family of 4. And I believe I also made room for a dog, but I could be mistaken. Or a cat. I just feel like when I'm looking at the house right now, it kind of looks like a house that, like, they would have a dog or a pet of some sort. I don't know why. It may be the fact that I move it to Brindleton Bay later on, actually, and I kind of thought that would fit the area or something, because they do end up in the farm-like area up in the upper left corner of the Brindleton Bay map, so that's actually where the vet is by default, and also the Pupperstone Park. This will also not be in the save file, in case you were wondering. I have not built anything for the save file in a while, just because things are a little bit crazy in real life right now, and I can't really focus on anything. So it's slightly postponed, but I mean, it's still going at the same speed it was before, so don't worry, it'll be finished once it's finished. But now that I got access to Realm of Magic, I'm currently recording with it, by the way, or not in this very moment as I'm doing the voiceover, but I was recording with it just before I decided to do the voiceover, and I'm gonna go back to record with Realm of Magic once I'm done with this voiceover. So I'm working on a few things, and the builds that'll be coming up with Realm of Magic will of course be in the save file. So there'll be there aren't that many lots in that world. I think the team said it was 5. Or was it 6? I don't remember. But there aren't that many, so it shouldn't take a long time to fill out those lots for the save file, and then eventually we could go back to building some lots for the save file in some of the other worlds. But yeah, first I just need to get things sorted in real life. Good news though, I did find an apartment, so I already have a place to live. I just need to get there and unpack my stuff. I will be moving here tomorrow, actually, because I believe this video is going up on Saturday. So yeah, I'll be moving tomorrow. I'll be in Denmark on Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday. And then Wednesday I get my apartment. So hopefully I'll get access to the internet as fast as possible so that I can go back to work, because YouTube makes me happy. And yeah, I just really hope that that'll get sorted. But at least I have an apartment, which is really nice to know. So yeah, just thought I would give you guys that update, and I'm also looking forward to decorating my office, which I did mention in, what day is it? In Friday's video. So yeah, it's gonna be purple, and there's gonna be merchandise in there and a lot of fun decor and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that quite a lot. But anyways, I believe the shape of this house, at least from the front, so the facade of the house, was inspired by a picture that I found on Pinterest, but it's been, like I said earlier, it's been a while since I started it, so honestly, I could be wrong, but it most likely is inspired by a picture that I found on Pinterest. And I also don't have the picture anymore, so I can't show you guys, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was inspired, at least like the front of the house. I'm also fairly certain that I added bits to it, so small squares here and there just to add a little bit more shape, make it look a little bit more interesting on the exterior. And I don't know about the color scheme either. If I went for something completely different from the original house, it probably didn't have the same kind of mix of colors, or not mix of colors, but mix of wallpapers as the Sims house, or the Sims version does, as you can see right here, because we are using both the red one, the red wooden wallpaper, or what you call that, siding? Yeah, that's from Cats and Dogs. I think we're using the white wooden wallpaper, or the white siding, that's from Spa Day, which is really nice and clean and comes in a lot of colors, by the way. I tend to use that one quite a lot because I do really like it, because it comes in a lot of different swatches, and also, like I said, because it's very clean, so it's very versatile in that way. And then we're also using both a brick that came with Vampires Game Pack and also the shingles that came with Cats and Dogs. I use the shingles quite a lot as well because they're just so cute. I really love the round shingles. I don't know, they just add cuteness. So anyways, and then I believe there's also a fifth wallpaper actually that's from Base Game, but I could be wrong about that one, so don't take my word for it. But yeah, so after a little while, I was just looking at the house and I thought that it didn't really fit into Willow Creek anymore, so I decided to move it over here to Brindleton Bay. And there is still the issue that is the terrain paint in Brindleton Bay, because we still have not gotten any terrain paints that fit this kind of grass texture. So that is still, it's kind of making it a little bit difficult to build in Brindleton Bay sometimes, but I just kind of have to ignore it, to be honest. Unfortunately, maybe someday they'll add that, but I'm not too sure they will, to be honest. I think, if anything, they should probably focus more on adding more stuff for base game, because this grass texture does not appear anywhere in the base game, so it would only be for the people that have either cats and dogs, or one of the other worlds where this grass texture is as well. And I don't remember what the other one is called right now. Probably it's Del Sol Valley, isn't it? I think it's the same grass texture you'll find over in the more like the bungalow area over, what you call that? It's the little area with the big lots, which is super annoying to build in because it looks like you'd be building bungalows or like mid-century modern houses, but then you got 50 by 40 lots, and it just makes it a little bit difficult to build over there. But you guys know, if you have Get Famous, you know which area that I'm talking about. It's not where all the public lots are, and it's not the Pinnacles. It's the other place, Mirage Park. I believe they had the same, yeah, I believe that's what it's called. But they also have the same grass texture over there, so I don't really know if they're gonna add any terrain paint that suits this texture. Let's just hope that the texture won't appear in the upcoming expansion packs or game packs, because that would kind of suck a little bit without any fitting grass textures to go with it, but we will see. Maybe they'll do it and then add extra grass textures, who knows. But anyways, so for the landscaping, I put a pond over on the right side of the house, or on the right side of the front door, and then I decided actually that it was a little bit too big. At some point, I felt like there was too much going on, so I actually made the pond a little bit smaller, and I think I also moved the house just a tiny bit backwards on the lot. So like, I just put it further away from the street, if that makes any sense. So there wasn't enough space in between the pond and then the landscaping here against the house. So you can see me struggling with it right now, and it was fine. It did take a little bit of time just adjusting all the plants and stuff, but it was just needed because there was way too much going on. I also believe that I ended up deleting some of the rocks around the landscaping that's up against the house, just again because there was way too much going on. And I don't know, there's a fine line. Like, I like to go crazy with plants, but I also wanted to not look overly done, and I definitely crossed that line here, so I had to change it. But hopefully you guys will like how it turned out at the end. And we're also spending a lot of time on the exterior before we're moving on to the interior today, by the way, just because all this stuff is built back in May. Like, so far, the footage that you've seen is from May, I'm just saying. So back then, I used to just build basically everything on the exterior except from like landscaping at the back of the house. So at like both the front yard and the house shape, also wallpapers and decorations on the exterior and stuff, everything except from the backyard. I would do that before moving on to the interior, so it just takes a while before we get to the interior. But hang on, and we'll get to it in just a little bit. But yeah, it's funny how that changes, because I used to do that all the time, but now sometimes I'll just build the house shell and then I'll move on to the interior. Sometimes I'll still do the front yard or something and I'll move on to the interior. It's kind of funny how that changes. I don't know. But let me know if there's anything you want to see me do or build with the new game pack that's coming out on Tuesday. I will do my best to get my setup fixed as fast as possible when I get to Denmark, and I can record some stuff for you guys. So definitely let me know if there's anything specific you want to see. Also, if you're wondering about my Let's Play, I've just not been able to sit down and record it, so that's why there hasn't been an episode for 2 weeks. But that'll resume once I get my setup fixed and everything as well, so don't worry about that. If you follow my Let's Play, it will be returning. I know I'm a little bit slow at it, but I'm counting on being able to upload every Saturday once the setup is fixed. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that too. But yeah, anyways, so the floor plan wasn't actually that difficult to figure out because there's so much shape going on to this house that I just followed the lines of the house, to be honest, or the lines of the house shell, and it came pretty naturally. So they have both a nice big living room, but also a lounge area in the room that's right next to the living room, because I figured they wouldn't necessarily always want to sit in couches that are close to the TV. Sometimes you just want to sit and talk, and a TV can take up a lot of attention, so I figured they have the space, I might as well put another lounge area over there, and then they can sit there, bring guests or something if they just want to like sit and chill together, talk together, and all that stuff. And they also have, this is actually funny because usually I'll do, or it's not really funny, but don't take it literally. Anyways, so usually I'll do like a hallway to the back door, to the back porch, but this time I put the dining area in that room. It's actually the room where the staircase is as well, because it just fit the floor plan better, and I hope that's okay with you guys. I know that it's a little bit different from what I usually do, but sometimes it's nice to just try new things, I suppose. But yeah, so no back hall or hallway where the back door is. That did not make any sense. Would that be called a mudroom, actually? I suppose that would be called a mudroom because you're running in from the backyard and you have to place your shoes there, so that makes sense, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. They also have a side door that also leads to the backyard where the kitchen is. The kitchen turned out pretty nice in my opinion. They also have, oh wait, that's not a bar because they can't actually sit at it, but I put this dining table in the middle and then I put 2 bar stools against it, but the bar stools, since they don't snap on to the table, you can't actually sit in the chairs and eat at the table. But if you want the table to be usable or functional, just place 2 normal dining chairs and like have them snap onto the table and your Sims can sit there and eat breakfast or something. That should work perfectly fine. And other than that, I don't remember how many bathrooms, I just have to check quickly how many bathrooms they have. They have 3 bathrooms total, and there is laundry machines, or there are laundry machines in one of the bathrooms. I think it's the bathroom, which you can see right here. The door to the bathroom is right there next to the shelves. And yeah, so they should have everything they should need, actually. I always, in case you were wondering what I just did, by the way, I have 2 monitors, and when I do voiceovers, I always have the floor plan for the house over on my second monitor, just so I can keep track of where we are in the house, and also in case I don't really remember where I put everything, I can kind of see it in the pictures. But sometimes I get houses with 2 stories, and then it's kind of difficult to keep track because then I'll have to swap between the 2 floor plans, so I'll just have to like click over quickly, and that's what you could probably hear in the background. But yeah, that's what I was doing, in case you were wondering. I just want to be professional and have my floor plan up on the second monitor so I can keep track while I'm doing my voiceover. So it's quite handy when you're pre-recording, for example, because the build may not necessarily be fresh in your mind because you've probably built a lot in one day and everything is sort of mixed together and stuff, so it's just nice to have the floor plan up over on the second monitor so you can keep track like that. But yeah, I think throughout this house we're probably just using a lot of stuff from both cats and dogs. Obviously that fit the exterior of the house very well. Also the doors and the windows are from cats and dogs too, in case you were wondering. And possibly also a fair amount from Laundry Day, I want to say. And yeah, other than that, it's basically just a mix of a lot of different things. I think possibly also a fair amount of stuff from Parenthood. Those are probably my 3 most used packs, I want to say. I just really like the vibe to those items. I wish we had more stuff in the Parenthood style. Like, that is just such a family-friendly kind of furniture style, and I don't even know in real life what would you call that kind of style. I have no clue. It's just cute and colorful, and it looks like it screams family to me, so I really want more stuff like that. Also because a lot of it looks really nice in both children's rooms but also teen rooms. So I'm kind of hoping that once we get university at some point, the furniture, at least half of it, will be in that style. They usually do, when they do expansion packs, you'll get like 2 different styles of furniture, so half of the stuff will be in one style and the other half will be in another one. If we take Get Famous as an example, for example, if we take Get Famous as an example, half of it was mid-century modern and then the other half was this kind of like, I don't want to call it extravagant because it was kind of tacky, but this expensive, tacky looking kind of furniture. It's still fun, like I still like the pieces, but definitely not the most versatile furniture out there. Yeah, anyways. So they usually do that when it comes to expansion packs. So I'm really hoping that one half of the furniture in the university pack, once it comes out at some point, I'm just assuming that it does because it's a must-have when it comes to The Sims. Yeah, but I'm really hoping one half will be sort of the same style as the Parenthood stuff, because that would just be a dream, to be honest. Like, that would be amazing. Now that we're talking about new content / speculating about upcoming content, I know that I have not built anything with the new staircases, by the way, or the new windows or doors or whatever that we got with the free update that came Thursday. I am pre-recording, like I said at the start of the video, so this was recorded before we got the new update, but I'm gonna try to include something with the new staircases in my builds for next week. So just in case you were wondering, no, we're not using the new staircases either today or tomorrow. I have a tiny house that's coming up tomorrow, and then Monday is Realm of Magic Embargo Day, so you can expect lots of content lots of content with Realm of Magic from both me and also my fellow game changers coming up on our channels on Monday. I'll be doing what I usually do, which is overviews, and then from Tuesday we're just going to continue with builds and cast videos and all that other good stuff. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, but still, like I said before, do let me know if there's anything specific you want to see, like any specific theme for a build or anything. Do let me know. I did get some requests about gameplay, but I can't do that until I have my setup fixed and all that. So just in case you were wondering, but I definitely want to dig into some spellcaster stuff eventually because it looks so freaking good and I was so excited for that. Like magic is totally my thing. So yes, I'm definitely gonna see if I can do something with gameplay. Maybe we'll turn Snow White into a spellcaster, or who's the next one in the Legacy Challenge? I don't actually remember. Are any of the princesses good with magic? I don't actually think so, unfortunately. We can just play pretend or something. We'll turn one of them into a spellcaster. We don't have to follow the rules. So, or completely at least. But yes, you can expect some gameplay from me at some point. I just gotta figure out how and where and when, and also I need to fix my setup and settle in and everything before I can finally dig into it. But I know that I want to do something with it, so I know that's really vague, but I don't know what else to say. So in case that's what you want to see the most from me, it may take a while before it turns up on the channel, but I definitely want to do something with it at some point. But anyways, so this is the parents' bedroom. Their room is actually really big, so there's a fair amount of free space in there. Like, it's very airy and open, I want to say. But they have everything they should need. They have both a dresser, the double bed, also a walk-in closet that came with Get Together, and also a mirror and an ottoman. So they have basically everything that a parent's bedroom should have, I think. Oh, and also a bookcase. What a luxury. Anyways, but yeah, still a fairly open open room, I want to say. And they also have a private little terrace that you saw just before. I just put a table and 2 chairs out there so they can sit out there and chill together and just enjoy time away from the children or something. I don't really know. Take a breather, look over the backyard, or whatever they want to do. You can also swap it out with a chess table if you would rather, you know, have a chess table there for them to play chess together or something. You can definitely do that. I just decided to go for a table because I thought it was a little bit more cozy. But as always, you can of course redecorate the house to your liking so it fits your family better if you want to. I am completely fine with that as always. And yeah, I realize that a lot of people do that because not that the most the hardest or the most difficult thing about building is building the exterior. I just think that a lot of people prefer to do the interior when it comes to houses. I felt like that too for a long time until I don't know, I started focusing so much more on exteriors compared to interiors that I just started liking it a lot more. Now I'm kind of like 50-50. Sometimes I just want to do an apartment, but sometimes I also just want to sit down and build a house shell, so I completely get it. And yeah, you are of course allowed to redecorate my houses as always. So this is for a teen, and it's for a creative teen. I actually showed this build to my mom while she was here because she came visiting for a couple of days, and I was like, okay, so we have the parents' bedroom in here, and this is for the teen. This is a very creative teen. They play music, and I don't know, they have a piano and a guitar, and she was looking at me like, I wonder where you got the inspiration from, because I have a piano in the bedroom and also a guitar. I also have a bass, but they're not coming with me to Denmark though, so I'm gonna have to part with them because we can't fit them in the car, and that's just how that is. If I ever want to play again, I'll somehow get a new piano. It's not like a proper piano, by the way. It's an electronic piano, so it's not a keyboard either. It's kind of like a mix of the two. So it has weighted keys, which is why it's a piano and not a keyboard. But it's really nice. I just can't bring it with me, unfortunately. I don't really have a lot of time to play it these days either because I just spend so much time making videos, and that's also what I want to do, so I'm not complaining about it at all, trust me. I don't do stuff that I don't want to do, just ask my mom. But anyways, so yeah, she was kind of like, I wonder where you got the inspiration for that, and I don't know, she may be right. Maybe I got the inspiration from myself when I was a teen, or something like that. I don't really know. I just like making creative teens, okay? Don't come after me. But anyways, so this is the kids' room. It's a very narrow room, but they do have everything they should need in here. They don't have like an abundance of toys, but they do have a plushie. There's also a toy box, and what else do they have? Their own desk, of course, with a journal on it, and also a bookcase and a dresser. So everything they should need. They're just not overly spoiled, and the teens room is definitely a fair amount bigger than this room, but you know, it's okay. I didn't want to turn this into like a walk-in closet or a toddler's room. I figured they'd have a kid and a teen. For some reason, that made more sense to this, or to me, when it came to this family. So don't ask me why. It's just sometimes I feel like that's just how it has to be. So anyways, but yeah, it's a very narrow room. You can definitely, I don't know, if you don't mind there not being a bathroom on the second floor, so they have 2 bathrooms on the ground floor and no bathrooms on the second floor, you can just expand the bedroom and like break down the wall in between the room here and the bathroom and turn the bathroom into like a play area for the kid or something. You can do that if you want to. I just figured it would be nice for the family to have a bathroom here on the second floor, even though it's a very small bathroom. It's a 3x3, but still, I wouldn't want to go downstairs in the middle of the night if I had to pee, so that's just what I'm thinking. But yeah. So for the backyard, I thought it was fitting for the family as well if they had a nice greenhouse over here in the corner. So next to the greenhouse, I do this quite often, but I frame up this little area where I basically put extra plant pots, and for me it's like, for some reason, I know that some plants in the game do grow during winter, or could I be mistaken about that? I'll admit it's been a while since I've played with gardening, but if you know anything about gardening, do let me know. Are there still some plants that grow during the winter in the game? Because I honestly don't remember, but in case there isn't, so during spring, fall, and also summer, you got extra plant pots. For some reason, that's really difficult for me to say. I had to redo this once because I said plant plots, and now I was about to say it again. Anyways, so during spring, summer, and also fall, you got extra pots outside that you can plant in, but then during winter, when it might be snowing or something, you got the ones inside, or you just got the ones inside. So I like to add greenhouses now and then just to give your Sims the chance to also plant during the winter when it's snowing, but like I said, I could be wrong. I don't fully remember how it works, so maybe they're actually able to plant stuff outside during the winter anyways. Let me know if there are any gardening experts out there, or like Sims 4 gardening experts. Definitely let me know, like, are there any plants that actually grow during the winter in the game? Because I could use that information for building, but I am too lazy to go check it myself in the game. So definitely let me know. I still haven't fully figured out how to earn money in my Disney Princess Legacy Challenge. Because so far, we're living in Sulani. We may move at some point. I'm not fully set on that just yet. But yeah, we're living in Sulani, so I feel weird planting stuff on the beach because she lives on the beach and that's sandy. So I feel weird planting stuff in the sand. I don't even know if that works. So I haven't fully figured out how to earn money, but so far we've just been combing the beach, but maybe we'll start doing some gardening at some point if it works in the sand. I really don't know if that works. Realistically, like, yeah, in real life, would that work? Can you plant stuff in the sand? Can you tell that I don't go outside? I know nothing about gardening. Actually, when I was a kid, I used to plant like peas and tomatoes and cucumbers and all that stuff in our little greenhouse in the backyard, so I did at least know how to follow instructions when it came to gardening, like when it came to planting stuff, but I honestly don't even remember if my dad was the one who took care of them after I planted them. I just knew we grew stuff in the backyard, so it was pretty cool, and we ate it for dinner and stuff. It was pretty cool. Also, by the way, the other day I learned that my dad actually watches my videos because he said to my mom that I sounded sad. So, hey Dad, by the way, if you're watching, just wanted to say hi. I'll see you in a little bit. Next week at some point, I'll get to see my dad's new dog as well. He got a little puppy and I'm really looking forward to meeting her. She's gonna be so cute. So, yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. I'm looking forward to meeting the dog because I love dogs. You guys know this. I love dogs. So, and of course when it's a puppy, it's a little bit more special because they're just so tiny and fluffy and cute and lovable, and yeah, it's gonna be good. Also, I just want to point out, when I said, hey Dad, I actually waved at my monitor for some reason. Don't ask. I just Do you guys, if you do voiceovers, do you also just not know how to sit still? Or is it just me? Let me know. Anybody who does voiceovers, let me know. Is it just me, or do you also just not know how to sit still? Anyways, so I think we're almost done. I'm just doing a little bit more landscaping. They got both a clothing line over here next to this gazebo area. I don't know if that's called a gazebo. People correct me every single time. It's either called a pergola or gazebo, and I never learn, so just don't bother. But they have this little lounge area here with the lounge chairs, and also an eating area. Actually, I put a dining table in there with a couple of chairs, and of course a big pool so they can lie there and enjoy the rainy weather that is in Brindleton Bay. But you know, it's fine, it's The Sims. And I think I actually forgot to decorate the greenhouse, so that is the very last thing that we're doing, but we're just putting a lot more pots in there and some plants and possibly also a chair or something, and that's about it. So yeah, like I said earlier on in the video, if you guys got any suggestions for anything you want to see me do or build or record with the new pack, definitely let me know, and I'll see if I could get to it once I get to Denmark and get settled in my apartment and stuff. But yeah, let me know, you know, just let me know about all the content you want to see here on the channel, and I'll get to it. I'm so motivated to record, and it's gonna be good. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to decorate my office as well. It's gonna be exciting, I want to say. So yeah, definitely let me know. And also let me know if there's anything else without Realm of Magic that you want to see here on the channel, of course. But yeah, I think that's about it. So if you guys like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye!